guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I will do functions again, but I already wrote the answers. I actually started a video and something disturbed me and that video wasn't good at all. But let me go back through these answers again. Okay, firstly you are given this function which is the hyperbola, and they said write down the equation of asymptotes. So remember, when you write the equation of asymptotes, this will determine the x value and this will determine the y value of those asymptotes. So since here we have x minus 3, which means our asymptotes will be positive 3, and since it is positive, which means here we'll have y is equals to 2. But if that sign was positive, it was going to be minus here, but for y it doesn't affect. Okay, right, that was so simple. So number two, it says write down the domain. So the domain, for you to remember the domain very well, do this on your sides. Write x, y. Remember, this is like the coordinates, right? And dr you can remember by the way doctor. Okay, so as soon as you do this, you can remember well. Okay, the domain, x values, range, or y values. Okay, right. So by looking at our function, which is hyperbola, we can see that we have our denominator is x minus 3, and remember that 3 for the asymptote, it is the x value. Okay, so that's why I said x is greater than 3 or x is less than 3. So either one of the two, the answer is still correct, but you should write 1. Okay, right, it's 1 mark. So determine, number 3, it says determine the coordinates of the x-intercept of f. So remember, when they're talking about f, we are still on the same function. So I did it here, and remember, for the x-intercept, we have to substitute. It's where y is equals to 0. So where we see y, will substitute 0. Okay, this is our original function. Remember, if at x, you can write it as y. So after that, we substitute that y, which is 0. After that, the next step, now I took 2 to the opposite side, so the sign will change. So it will be 0 minus 2, which is negative 2. So here it is. After that, I cross multiply. So remember, negative 2 is the same as negative 2 over 1. So here I have to make it a fraction. After this step, I have to cross multiply. If I cross multiply, it will be this 2 multiplied by this. That's why I wrote the chain brackets. And negative 1 multiplied by 1 is the same. Remember, any number multiplied by 1 is the same number. Okay, right. So after here, we break the bracket. So negative 2 multiplied by this, negative 2x, negative 2 multiplied by negative 3, it's positive 6, because any negative multiplied by negative is positive. So, and here will remain with negative 1. Then I take 6 to the opposite side. Remember, the sign will change. It will change from positive to negative. That is why I said negative 1 minus 6. After that, my answer is negative 7. So I have to divide both sides by negative 2 because I'm looking for the value of x. So negative 7 divided by negative 2 is positive 7 over 4, because a negative divided by negative is positive. So our coordinates of x-intercept, it's 7 over 2 and 0, because y-intercept is where x-intercept is where y is 0. Okay, so the next question, it says write down the coordinates of y-intercept of f. So here it is number 4. Remember it first, I write the function, by where I see f at x, I write y. So where I see, for y-intercept, where I see x, I have to substitute 0. So I substituted 0 here because it was x. So now we have numbers here, we don't have an unknown. You can press it on your calculator the way I see this, then you will get 7 over 3. So remember, this is the y value, and it is, okay, the coordinate they want the coordinate of y-intercept, and we said y-intercept is where x is 0, so our coordinate will be like this. Remember, this is the x value, this is the y value, so that's how it is. That's how you should do it. So number 5, it says draw the graph of f, clearly show all intercept. Oh no, clearly show all asymptotes and intercepts with the axis, still marks. So the last one is your homework. Do it and show me on the comment section. Thank you.